If you have a motorcycle and want to ride through some of the most beautiful scenery around, all while helping out a great cause, then on July 23rd, get ready to take part in the second annual Brody's Run. And here to tell us more is Lauren McInturff. Thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
And we're talking about Brody and Silas, two little boys that have spina bifida, and Brody is your son.
He is.
Talk to us. We're raising money for these to take care of these two young men, aren't we?
Spina bifida is not really known. I had never heard of it until we got the diagnosis. So this is to raise awareness, raise money to help with the daily needs. Spina bifida is a neural tube disorder, so his spine, this happened at 14 days after conception, so before his heart even started beating, the spina bifida had started to form, and it's just an opening in his spine, and it's called the snowflake disorder because it can affect, you can have two kids with the same lesion, and it can affect them in several different ways.
Right.
I know Silas and Brody both have around the L3, L4 lesion. It's affecting their legs, their brain. They've both had brain surgeries, several neurogenic bladder and bowel, just a whole lot of things besides the paralysis in their legs.
And Silas is 6 months old.
Seven.
Yes. Now, and Brody is 2.
2.5.
2.5.
Yes.
Doing well right now.
They both are doing well, yes.
But we need to raise some money, and this is a great way for folks to get involved and get out, have some fun, and raise some money at the same time.
It is, and like Brody, he is considered disabled, but he does not draw disability, and he doesn't have any Medicaid. So there are daily, monthly, yearly things that are going on with him. The medicines he has, the cathing supplies he needs, the wheelchairs and the walkers and the standers and all of these extra things that aren't covered. He didn't qualify for the disability. So the money that's raised with Brody's Run is going to the families of Brody and Silas to help them with travel expenses, co-pays for doctor's visits, anything and everything for the little boys.
And let's talk about the actual ride. Tell us about where it's starting and where it's ending and everything that's going to be going on with that.
Jeff Hartley and Ann Hartley have worked so hard. They did it last year, and they've been working since last year to get this year ready.
Right.
They've had Indian Motorcycles, Everett Saloon, Pit Stop Garage, High Voltage Entertainment, Tennessee Hills Distillery. All of these people have donated their time, their money, their services. They're going to stop at Everett Saloon. They do a breakfast.
That's where it's going to start.
That's where it's going to start in Johnson City at 9:30 a.m. They do a breakfast. Kick stands upper at 10:30. And then they move on to Elizabeth and Elks Club in Elizabethan. They move to TC's in Stony Creek.
Right.
And then they come back around to Shady Valley.
And that's a beautiful ride up there.
It's awesome. Last year we followed with Brody in the car and went around to the stops, and it's awesome to see these big burly motorcycle men loving and hugging on your little boy. It's just
and I'm sure Brody was loving it too.
Oh, he was. He loves the motorcycles. I think he sat on almost every motorcycle there.
and so it's like $20 per bike.
Yes.
And then you're having a dice roll
at each stop.
Tell us about the dice roll real quick.
The dice roll, what you do is you go to the stop, you roll the dice, and you mark that down. If you get a 6, that's obvious the high roll.
Right.
If you get a 1, that's a low roll. So they do prizes for the highest roll and the lowest roll at all of the different stops.
All right. So you got some other activities that are going to be going on along the way. There's some meals involved. There's some music involved. It's just going to be a great day of fun to help out two very special young men and take care of their needs with spina bifida. We got some graphics up right now with all the information. It is Brody's Run for spina bifida, July 23rd, 9:30 breakfast, 10:30 they're taking off. If you're there at 10:31, they're gone. You have to catch up. Starts at Everett Saloon right here in Johnson City. If you want more information, check out that number right there. It is to help out two very special young men in our community.